Hey, what's up, excellent minds? It's Jimmy here, and I got great news for you. Just a few days ago, at the time of making this video, Microsoft just published the new AI feature in Excel, and you're gonna love this. Stick around until the end of the video because I added bonus tips that you need to know about this AI. So let's get started. Have you ever wanted an easy way to forecast numbers in the future, or for maybe your business, or whatever measure you need along a timeline? It's based on historical data, for example. Let's say you have an online business and you have a historical records of your revenue and you want to predict your sales next month, for example, or so. Well, the answer is given by this news I was referring to about this new AI feature in Excel. So, what is it? It is the add-in called Business Assist Forecast. It is a powerful add-in that can help you forecast numbers for your business, like maybe customer support volumes, so you can manage your staffing and eventually, reduce staffing costs. That's going to be awesome. Well, that's just one of the many ways to use it. Literally many, obviously. It has literally a super easy interface, and you'll see that in a bit. But the game changer here is the AI behind it. It is from Microsoft, the same business associated with ChatGPT. Simply put, it uses multiple forecasting models or methods at the same time. Microsoft actually refers to it in the published information to be double quote ensemble forecasting, and also double quote state-of-the-art machine learning algorithms, and it's used internally by Microsoft themselves. Now that is interesting. So let's see it in action. Okay, first let me show you how to install the add-in Business Assist Forecast. First, navigate to the menu that says Add-in right over here. And when you do that, just simply hit Get Add-ins down at the bottom. Next, you can type in the search field the name Business Assist and hit on the magnifying glass. When you do, select the name or the add-in that's named Business Assist Forecast. This is how it should look like. And then just hit Add. After so, you should be getting in your menu bar this new panel that says Business Assist Forecast, where you can launch the add-in. Next, I'll show you how to use this Business Assist Forecast add-in. First, you must make sure that you have a sheet with a range that has the field name date in it. It has to be exactly the string date. And another column that says volume. And then you have a historical data in this example. We have a historical sample data from January 1st, 2023, all the way till October 28th, 2023. And next to it are random numbers of volume. Now, this numbers may represent revenue, may represent sale, any discrete value actually. And that will be the minimum requirement for Business Assist Forecast to work. You can ignore these two sheets right at the bottom. They are sheets that were automatically generated by the Business Assist Forecast add-in when I previously used it earlier. But by default, when you are using this for the first time, you may not have these two sheets down below. The next step for you to do is to go right ahead and open this add-in, Business Assist Forecast, by simply clicking on its icon. And you are presented with the interface of the Business Assist Forecast add-in, which I said it was super easy and very simple. As you can see, it just has two fields. One is the forecast end date, that this is referring to the last date of the timeline that you want the add-in to forecast the numbers for. In this case, I'm interested with the number of volume all the way till December, to the last day of this year, which is December 31st. So simply click on this field. You will be given a calendar interface where you can navigate to the month of December 2023 and pick December 31st. And that's how easy it is to set up your Business Assist Forecast add-in. Just one single setup. And do not worry about seasonality here. Simply pick the default value. That means the Business Assist Forecast will try to detect the seasonality of your data right here automatically. It simply refers to how it will detect how varying your numbers are, and it will try to use that as an information to forecast. So check this out. I'm just going to hit run forecast right now. So as it's animating the loading time, it will go ahead and create two sheets. Notice that the other two sheets were already been removed. And that's the behavior as it tries to connect into its AI resources and calculate the forecasted numbers. Okay, and there you have it. It finally have completed the forecast successfully, and it's indicated by this bar right here. And you can close this Business Assist Forecast panel to get a better view. And I will expand this myself. Okay, take a look at now. It has given you not only the chart that will represent the forecast for you, but it also has created another sheet that says prediction. If you'd like to take a look at the table that represents this, let me show you that. Okay, right in the prediction sheet that it generated, it had the following dimensions. It's actually the array of dates of the forecasted values. It started at the 29th of October. It forecasted the following numbers. And of course, it has its own low and high values for those who are familiar with forecasting. These are essential parameters. And these are just basically the range of the possibilities of where the number could fall into, the upper limit and the lower limit. Let's get back to the chart here. Notice that the data points for the forecast is over here. You can go right ahead and include a trend line of like hitting this plus symbol over here. And right over here, you can select the trend line option in this context menu and pick linear. You will be asked of either volume or forecast. Let's try volume first to see how it compares for the linear volume data. So here we go. All right. Now you see that this is the trend of the volume being calculated by Excel, and it's relative to the data points that it tried to predict. Now let's also click on linear again in the same context. Now you could also optionally reveal the trend for forecast like so. And there it is. And as you can see, this is how the forecast trend is related to the volume trend in a linear way. Alternatively, you could also add in the graph the confidence low and high limit by doing the following. Go to prediction sheet like so, and copy your low and high values from the low and high fields, like so, all the way down, and go over to the chart sheet and notice that the chart sheet has a date for the original historical data records and their volumes, but also appended down at the bottom are the records of the forecast. But here, right next to, immediately right next to the cell that says October 29, or the beginning of the forecast record, you can paste the values that you just copied from the other sheet. It says prediction. So I'm going to hit values and hit OK. And the table automatically places the additional information as two new columns. And I would go ahead and name those two columns like exactly as how I copied them. I'm going to say low on column D, and I'm going to say high in your column E. Okay. Now, instantly, right away, you could see the confidence line elements in our forecast chart. Simply put, these will be the range of the forecasted values as to how it will actually be varying, or how it will be most probably where they would fall in relative to the forecast data points. I'm not going to dive into forecasting terminologies, or how they work, but I will try and say that these are just ranges of the values if ever they did not fall into these data points right here. Okay, so basically this is what the AI in forecasting has created as a confidence range. Okay, so this is so amazing. Have you seen how it was easy for me to do and generate this this forecast chart right here, all just by hitting a single click on the add-in button? Now that's really very awesome. Now I'd like to also show you how this compares to the latest method of Excel's forecasting, which is called the forecast sheet. Okay, so for those of you who are familiar with forecast sheet, that's the latest function or feature in Excel that tries to attempt the same convenience in creating a forecast chart for the same historical data. But the only difference is that it involves you manually picking your forecast method and some other parameters. But let me show you how it compares it, to it now. And let me do it this way. What I have here is actually the same historical data from the other workbook. And I tried running the forecast sheet option in the Excel's menu, which is right here in the search field, and you could type in forecast sheet. And this is how I did that. I simply hit forecast sheet. And when I do that, I am given the following interface, and take a look at the parameters that you need to fill out in order to generate this chart. There's a forecast end right here, which was the same forecast sheet, forecast parameter that we had to set up in Business Assist Forecast. But also you are also asked of your forecast start. Not only that, you are also asked of the confidence interval and some other parameters right here. So that resulted into generating this chart. And I added the elements right here manually as well. And if you take a look, you can see how it also relatively compares the linear forecast trend for this one is the linear forecast volume, and the blue trend right here represents the linear volume. And let me bring in here the one that I just created right here. This is using the Business Assist forecast. So I can simply just copy this and go back to this forecast sheet using forecast sheet, option, and I can maybe paste it over here. And there you go. Let me adjust this to scale it exactly like the other chart above, so we can compare it. All right. You can it does make sense that they would have the same pattern in variance daily. So as you can see, the seasonality is all about how the numbers vary, or if you will, it's called patterns, as to how frequently the pattern repeats itself. So in this case, I would say it's really randomized, or the pattern is like daily, because of the spike here that happens, really in multiple days, but not, it doesn't have like a peak in every month or a week. But yeah, let's take a look at how they differ. I can tell right away that the confidence level of the forecast sheet method is different from the confidence level calculated by the AI Business Assist. I can tell that right away. I would prefer this method because it's very close to the confidence level, or to the historical line graph, and I wouldn't be overconfident like this one, that I may not be able to actually use against like this one over here. This has a better confidence level. Not only that, the trend line for the forecast volume and the linear volume is also pretty much like it's very close. So compared to this one that has some kind of a deviation, so this is actually better. There are tips that I would like to share with you as you use this feature. But before that, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to this channel for more latest updates in data analytics. And also to help this channel support persons with disabilities like myself. As a person with disability, I know how difficult it is to find support. But by creating educational content and sharing it with the world, I believe I have a chance. So subscribe and share my videos. Now to our bonus tips. Okay, so here are my tips on using this AI feature in Microsoft Excel. Make sure your historical data is accurate, meaning it should be normal and there are no significant anomalies. It's also called noises. Okay, so remove any historical records or data points of extreme outliers, or maybe non-credible transactions or record. Some things that you think will not represent or influence your forecast favorably. Another, if you are forecasting for your productivity or revenue, be aware that the forecast uses your historical data as a premise. So consider that it implies that the forecast is for action items that you did that produced that historical result. If there are anything you'd like to ask or comment about this new feature, just comment them down below. I would love to learn from your experience. And if you want to learn more about Excel and data analytics, be sure to subscribe to the Excellent Minds right here. That's right there in this nice logo of ours. So thank you for watching, and stay excellent.